Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Chuz Reviews. Today, we're going to be talking about another banger game. I know I've been hitting some of these. I just did a Witcher 3 review not too long ago. But God of War, I'm not sure what year this came out, but the most recent God of War, the one that's mainstream and the PS4 exclusive, is just, we're here to review it. It is a great game, of course, that we all should know. It got Game of the Year I think it was 2018. Am I tripping? Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Anyway, I remember playing it when it, not when it came out. I watched it, someone else play through it. Then I got it myself and played through it. And I recently watched my friend completely play through it all on Share Play. Shout out to Parker Brown. Uh, but yeah, so I've really been on to it, and I did a God of War 3 remaster review on my channel as well. So I got some insight to Kratos. It's pretty good. God of War 3 is really one of my favorite games too. I love mythology, Greek and Norse, which God of War takes place in Norse mythology, where you play as Kratos in third person with an ice axe, and you have your boy. It's fatherhood. It's the beginning of fatherhood for Kratos with your young son Atreus with a bow, and you have your frost axe. And I would say the combat in this game is 10 out of 10, amazing. That's what competes this with I would say The Witcher's up there, obviously, for one of the greatest games. I would put God of War above Witcher because of combat. Witcher's combat was good, but God of War's is just better. The cinematics in this game are nuts. This is the greatest action movie you could watch. Fucking the writing is just crazily good. The more I've rewatched it, there's so much forthcoming and foreshadowing. That's the word. Damn, foreshadowing, and there's good writing and hinting, and it's crazy thing about God of War. This most recent God of War is that it stays so close to Norse mythology, so true to it. Like, I really started to do research, I guess, on Norse mythology after I beat the game, and it is so hand in hand with just perfection of the writing, and just the stories are told. At some point you get a third companion, and just so many genuine stories and lines of dialogue are talked. Like, you could never just stand around and hear the same line of dialogue twice. That never happens in the entire game. It's only about a 20-hour game. Watching my friend beat it and with no side missions was about 12 to 15 hours. But if you do some side stuff, about 20, 25 hours. And it's just quality the whole time. Just 100% good quality. The Witcher's got quantity of quality. I mean, The Witcher's good all the way throughout, but there's just a lot there. You're spending at least 60 hours on that game. When God of War, you're spending about 20 hours, and it is just, oh my god. And the number one thing I love about this game is there is no loading screens. When you die, there is, of course, but when you're going from one area to another, there is no loading screens. It is a somewhat open world game, but not extremely open world. It could be linear. But yeah, there's side stuff to do, but not, you just do what you want. The skill trees themselves are insanely good. Upgrading, you can finish your whole skill trees of you and your boy by the end of the game. Just by playing, you get a lot of experience in Hack Silver. The shop owners, Brock and Sindri, are just hilarious and funny throughout. Great comedy relief in a way that's not overbearing. And just also, it's just another way to stay true to the lore, and using Brock and Sindri, the two dwarves. The voice acting and stuff. Kratos, every time you hear his voice, you just want to, just, yeah, you could take that for whatever you thought, but it just gives you chills. Shit, Atreus, me and my friend kept mentioning how he sounds like Aang from Avatar, and that is probably one of the best child voice actors I've ever heard. Atreus and Aang, Anyway, they God of War kind of stole or was influenced, I think, by Last of Us. The Ellie and Joel. What's the word? I don't know. They're mixture together. They're I can't think of the word, but you probably know what I mean. They're really good when they work together. But God of War takes it to another level. Gets a lot of building up between these two characters. Shit, and if you played previous God of Wars and know anything about the old beat 'em up style God of War, just hack and slash beat 'em up game, just mindlessly killing gods, this is such a huge step in a different direction, for the better, for the good. Everyone was tired of there was a God of War trilogy, and they had 3 different spin-offs. This is the 7th God of War game, and they've changed it completely from a top-down view hack and slash to a third-person over-the-shoulder action game, action adventure, and it is just awesome. The music, oh my god! Every time there's just ha ha ha, I guess I can't do it right, but the violins and the bass is just insane all the time. It's not like, catchy music, but it's like this is perfect. The story itself is great. So many twists and great reveals by the end. Hopefully you haven't had anything spoiled for you, or obviously like once you. I wish I could get that feeling of knowing something for the first time, and that was just crazy to experience it all over again. Uh, yeah, God of War's got some great twists and great payoffs to getting to the end. And one of the greatest things, another great thing, I said no loading screens was a great thing, but another great thing I loved about this game, I just said great like 5 times, um, was this whole story, not really spoiler, but it's just a journey to the top of a mountain. I mean, you'll see that's the story, overall objective when you get into the game. But they take that concept of a journey to the top of a mountain and just make it the greatest character development story I've ever seen ever. Like I said, Joel and Ellie had it too, and then the God of War did it like today's world. I hopefully Last of Us 2 can do that again too. But I mean, oh my God, this you really miss Atreus when you don't have him around and he's not in battle helping you with his bow or choking someone out, or just his personality. If it's not where you want it to be, it's like wow. I miss the old. I miss my good boy. God of War was known for the boy and all the great quotes. I think Kratos says, do not be sorry, be better. Shit like that is just sticks with you forever. This game, everything about this game will stick with you forever. Some of the great set pieces, the large, fucking. You see the world serpent. I mean, like you just. I know that doesn't might not mean a lot. I'm stuttering a lot, but like just seeing these huge animations in the back. I mean, I guess God of War has always been known for spectacle, but in today's graphics, that shit, God of War is probably the best looking game I've ever seen, up there with Uncharted 4 and Horizon Zero Dawn. But this is the single best looking game, probably, and just the way you play it, it's just this is probably the best game I've ever played. It's gonna be on top of my games all time ranking list videos. The next time I do one, it's gonna go above The Witcher for me, just barely. But I would take God of War over The Witcher. I would recommend the God of War to like a friend versus like recommending The Witcher, unless you're into the show. But anyway, God of War is great. My only complaints, I would say, are kind of the repeated enemies. God of War didn't used to do that so much, and also the repeated executions. It's not like over the top; they're really good executions, so you like seeing them a bunch of times. And the lack there of boss battles, I think a lot of people have said that. But in like previous God of Wars, you fought Zeus and Hades and Hercules and Ares and every other Greek god there is. And in this God of War, I mean, you fight some good gods, but not like the ways you used to in the multiple ways. But then again, it is a whole new area, and I think I heard that they didn't have enough time for all that, and that'll be in coming God of Wars. They made a shit ton of money off this God of War, and it is mainstream now as, the standard for games now. For me, at least. So, I wish I could drag this video on even more and just talk about great stuff, but I don't think I can without spoiling too much. I would recommend the God of War 3 review as well, and then play God of War. If you can play God of War, whew, if you can play God of War 3 remastered, play that, and then God of War 4 like I did. But God of War 4 is more mainstream and it's better, and it's just great. I could just keep sitting here saying how great it is. There's not a bad character in it. There's not even a bad moment or a cheesy line, like there is in other games. There's at least one cheesy line. I mean, there's some, but it's all well timed. If you're a father at all, you will cry in this game. I guarantee it. If you're a young boy, you might cry. I don't know. I didn't cry. I like teared up. When you tear up but don't cry. Fucking 4 times rewatching this stuff. It's not extremely sad. I've cried in other games. I'm a crybaby. But anyway, the story's really good. Twist turns everywhere. If you like Norse mythology, Odin, Thor, Loki, Tyr, anything like that, it's those are all in there, or they're talked about. It's in that world, Valhalla, and Jotunheim, and I don't know. I'm just spitting shit out now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Obviously, this game is a 10 out of 10. Just it is up there with the standard. It is the standard for gaming stories now. I couldn't imagine I don't know. I'm the biggest God of War fan ever now. Thank you guys so much for watching this game, or this review. Please like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.